Hello, I'm George Coglias, and I'm the drummer of Nile. I'm here in Japan, Tokyo, Japan, right now, and I came here for some master classes and drum clinic, and also I have the chance to play with the amazing Spark 7, 2 shows. So we are here at Silver Elephant Club, and I'm about to show you one of my basic concepts about double bass drumming. So before I get to the exercise, I want to talk a little bit about the concept. And the concept, I think you will agree that makes perfect sense. If you see a double bass, let's say you film a double bass player, okay? So you can see his feet, a metal drummer, and you see the whole show. And then you go home and you see the video and you start analyzing things, okay? There's 2 things I notice. The first thing is like, I'm using, for example, myself or most of the right-handed drummers, okay? If it's lefty, then we gotta translate everything the opposite. So a right-handed drummer uses his right foot about 95 to 97%, okay? So that means this will be another 5%. So I'm using these very much and this just a little bit, okay? So that tells me right out of the gate that my right foot is more important than the left, okay? Then I analyze what each foot does. This foot plays on the beat, for example, or, okay, getting to the song, or skank beats and blast beats. This foot is on the beat, okay? Now for double bass, where I use the other 5%, which is the left foot, the left one is following the right foot, it's not leading, okay? So if the beat is here, okay, right foot is on the beat, left foot is in between the beat. So, 2 things. I'm using my right foot 95% and my left foot 5%. And when I use my right foot, is on the beat, and when I use the left foot, it follows the right foot. So it's in between the beat. So, you know, that makes perfect sense that the right foot is way, way more important instead of, you know, spend like months of practicing or years sometimes to get your left foot at the same level. It doesn't really make sense. Why? Okay? Plus, the more you work on your left foot, for example, you kind of train it to lead, okay? And playing super fast, going like over 250 BPM, which is, you know, extreme tempos anyways, you might get to the flam area, okay? Because the more time you spend on your foot, okay, your left foot, you train it how to lead and now to be in between the beat. So just a few things to think about, and my suggestion is always like work more on your right foot. So this is where the concept starts. It's called leading side and slave side, and I will show you very slow a part of it, and then I will explain what happens when I play fast, okay? So here's the concept. I gotta play 8 notes and 60 notes. 8 notes with right foot only. I mean, if it was a song, I would play alternated. Okay? Now, for this exercise specifically, okay, I'm gonna use the 8 notes, I'm gonna use only my right foot. So it will be and then 60 notes. Now, in between 8 notes and 60 notes, I'm gonna leave a small gap. Why? Because when I play 8 notes, as you can see on my feet here, when I play 8 notes with my right foot, I get balance from the left, okay? So I can raise my foot, you know, I'm not falling apart, okay? But for double bass, for 60 notes, both feet work on the air, okay? So that means you need a different balance in a way. So I'm gonna leave a small gap just to prepare my body for it, okay? For example, I'm going to do one bar just to get the idea on the fourth beat. Okay? And then, so slow first. Here's the exercise. I'm going to do 2 bars and 2 bars. 2 bars, right foot only, playing 8 notes, okay? And then another 2 bars with a small gap, always, when we change motion, doing 16ths with both feet, okay? Now, you will also notice that the right foot in both patterns is doing exactly the same thing, which is locking the beat. That's very, very important. So, let's go. So basically the right foot is locking on the beat and stays on the beat, is leading the pattern, okay? So this is my lead side, this is my slave side, okay? Now, if you go a little bit faster, it will be kind of like this. And back on this hi-hat. I love both of these hi-hats, so I'm using both. A little bit faster. So, to the end, the conclusion. Let me say first that this is 2 and 2 bars. You can go with 4 and 4 bars. A quick example. And of course you can go with 8 and 8 bars, okay? So that will be, let's say, the next step to gain some endurance as well. So you work on your leading side, but you stay more there, so you work on endurance, okay? Now, what this exercise will give you, of course, you know, it's leading the double bass, you know, lead with your leading side and stay more locked, okay? But just a short note, many times with Nile, when I play a pattern like this, that can be a blast beat. Going on the double bass, I still think the same thing. For example, playing too many notes to have in mind and be like, okay, am I locked? Like, okay, 1 here, the 2 and you know, the 16ths. So I try to separate everything in half and think about my leading side. So I play this, but I'm thinking about this. Same with bomblas. Always making sure the right side is locked on the beat, and that will make you play more controlled and stay locked on the beat. Good luck.